Hey, you all know what this is, right? That's right, it's time for my very first CGC unboxing. Here we go. Alright, let's get to this. This is, I believe, a 14 book shipment from CGC. And what most CGC unboxing videos won't tell you is that they've seen the grades beforehand. So if you've never done this before, CGC will send you out an email notification saying that your books have been shipped, and you can go into your CGC account and actually look at the grades. So a lot of times you'll see unboxers open the books and go, "Oh, I'm shocked this got a 9.8." I typically can't wait. I can't wait to see the grades. I totally spoil it. I check my account, and this was the very first time that I waited. So I don't know the grades of these books. I know the books that are in here, and I remember the shipment in particular, and so I'm very excited to get them back and certainly expect them all to be in a 9.8. But let's see how I did. Let's just see how good my screening and grading skills really are, because for the most part I think I expected every single book to hit a 9.8. So let's take a look. So this is the typical packaging for, I would say somewhere around a dozen to 15 or 16 books. It all kind of fits in here. They put different packing material in here depending on the number of books and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. Take out my trusty sword, lightsaber, and I will do my best to not look at the top of the package, because that's typically where you see all the grades. There should be a packing slip right at the top as well. So I'm going to okay, the top has a piece of cardboard there. So what I'm planning on doing is trying to pull out one book at a time and holding both sides and showing you first, and then I'll look at the grades. So I just want to see, yeah. So I'm going to look away. I haven't seen these. I'll put this box down on the ground, and I'll just start from where I think is the front. All right, let me hold up. I'm going to cover both sides. All right, I have to turn it around, so I'm going to look up. So these are actually this way. So let me turn the box around. All right. Okay, so this is Canto number 2 from IDW. Now, actually, I said that I expect all these to be to 9.8. I remember sending Canto number 2 in thinking it could have been a 9.6. But it's a tough book with this cover. But Canto really took off in popularity when I sent this in, and I wanted to see what it got here in this darker cover. All right, here we go. And it should be on this side, right? So I'm going to reveal this to you first. And now I will take a look. 9.0. Ouch. So I want to see, now that I have it back, why it might be a 9.0. I definitely see something up in the corner here, but I still don't see it. I'd have to take a look at some grader notes. So hopefully the grader notes on this, I'll put it down in the comments or amend it to the video, just to see what the grader notes were on this. That's disappointing. It's still a great looking book, great looking cover. I just don't know why it's a 9.0. So this one, I had a suspicion it wouldn't be a 9.8, but honestly, I can't really tell. There's definitely some issues here at the top. It's hard to see on camera, but all right, let's try. I think I sent 2 of those in. So now here I'm grabbing from the same side. I assume they're back-to-back in the box. So this should be towards the camera. Yeah. So this is the other Canto. Oh no, actually this is a different one. This is Canto number 1, third print. And again, it should be on my right hand. So here we go. 9.8 white pages. Okay. I was a little worried there with that one getting a 9. Like, are they all good? Were they damaged in transit? So, not the case. So this is the third printing of Canto number 1. Once I kind of caught wind that this was a good series, I actually started picking up issue number 2. I believe I got this from Midtown, of all places, which may speak to why it got a 9.0. But I started buying these as well, these third prints, and I sold one raw. I had one graded, this one, and I've got one more. So happy to have this. I like the colors on this one, but at least this one got a 9.8. Like I said, I was pretty worried that something had happened to all of these. So let me cover that 9.0 with a 9.8. That looks better. All right, I'm gonna still grab from the back. I don't know why. So here's the next book. This is, okay, so this was sort of the big book in the shipment, or has the potential to be one. This is Black Adam Endless Winter Special number 1. This took off for the cover alone. Not many, it was, I think at the time it was the Black Adam movie hype plus this cover kind of came out and hit all at once. I haven't looked at the price, actually. I've been kind of avoiding it. So let's take a look here. I'll let you see first. So that is the grade for this book, and it is a 9.8 white pages. Awesome. So yeah, this is the Boss Logic cover. It's a fantastic cover. I love it. Like I said, I think it was just, at the time this came out, there was a lot of hype around the movie. The Rock was posting a lot of information around, he's portraying Black Adam in the Black Adam movie, and I think people were looking for cool Black Adam covers, and this ended up coming out as a variant. I only purchased one of these. This was it, and it came back at 9.8. At least for me, as I graded it, and then obviously here, CGC. So that's fantastic. That's a great book. All right, so 2 for 3. I'm still kind of reeling from that 9.0. That really threw me off. All right, the next book, make sure it's covered. All right, this is Catwoman number 15 from 2019. So this one, just love the cover. Reminded me of Michelle Pfeiffer in the original original Batman movie where she portrayed Catwoman. So let's take a look. All right, I'll let you see it first. So that's the grade. 9.8, love it. All right. So story by Ram V. Art germ cover, just a gorgeous cover. Love it. Very nostalgic. Very cool. Came back 9.8 white pages. That's great. Love that one. Awesome. All right, that's looking a little bit better. I'm a little relieved. Okay, here we go. Next one. Future State Teen Titans. Okay, so there were a couple of IDW books in here. I think the rest are DC. I was crying and whining about DC a while ago and said, once Future State is done, I'm done with DC. I decided to send some Future State books in to try and not necessarily get my money back on Future State, but was pretty disappointed. Only a few series kind of really took off and hit. This was one of them. This is Teen Titans number 1. This should be the variant, cover B. My cover A's didn't look like 9.8s, 9.4, 9.6 range, but I had a couple of cover B's, decided to send those in. Those looked a little bit better. I didn't stop buying DC. I actually stopped for a little while, and that was when Tom Taylor took over for Nightwing, and the Nightwing 78, 79 started taking off. I missed those because I was complaining and crying about DC, and then decided to jump back on. So there you go. Anyway, TMI, this is Future State Teen Titans #1. There's the grade. I've got a couple of these in here, so this is the first one. 9.6. I think this was a cardstock cover. I think with this one, I don't see any issues with it. The only thing I see, and I'd have to look it up, and it's funny, if the other one has it, then it also is a 9.6. There's some markings down here, possibly. I don't really know if that's part of the art. I could have got dinged if that's not the art. It could have been color rub. So that's unfortunate. And if it was color rub, I'm surprised it got a 9.6. Maybe because it is that cardstock and looked pretty good otherwise. So I'll do this one quickly. It should be the same, assuming CGC put them together. Future State Teen Titans #1. I believe it had the same sort of issue where I'm like, well, I've got 2 issues and it's got the same thing. So it must be the art, and it wasn't. It was color rub. So that one also got a 9.6. Okay. Next one. Let's see. Okay, more Future State. This is Future State Wonder Woman #1. This is the Frison variant. So Future State Wonder Woman started to take off a little bit, and I think it had gone up while these books were at CGC. I think I sent this and 2 more in, so hoping that these hit in a 9.8. So here's the grade. 9.8. Awesome. White pages. These should all be white pages since they're fairly new. Very cool. Love that. Great cover. And then the next one should be cover A's. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, so this is the cover A. This one's been shooting up. I think at the time, 9.8s were around 60, 70 bucks. I think since then they've gone up over 100. So definitely some heats picked up on this book. I sent 2 of these in, I think. So this is the first one. 9.8. Very cool. Very nice Joelle Jones cover. All right. Thank you, Future State. I believe this is the other one. Yeah. So that's the grade. I sent 2 of those in, plus the Frison variant. 9.8. All right. I think I've got 3 more to go. 4, 5. Let's see. This next one, is this more Future State? It's not. Okay, this book, Green Lantern Volume 3, number 48. This is from 1994. This is back when I was collecting and just buying things at the LCS as a collector. And I bought 3 of these. I had one graded as a 9.8 and sold it last year. And had 2 others and thought that they were in lesser condition than 9.8. But then I looked at them again and I felt like they were going to pass. And this sold really quickly when I did sell it. So I thought there's definitely there was demand a year ago, and hopefully there's still demand for this one. So here's the grade. And let's see if I got another hit on this one. 9.8, awesome. Great, this is the first appearance of Kyle Rayner, Emerald Twilight Part 1. So maybe in the upcoming Green Lantern series, Rayner's around somewhere, who knows? But that's a great book. All right. Now, what I don't remember is if I sent just that one or I sent both of them in. Oh, this is Future State Wonder Woman #1. This is the Adam Hughes Wonder Woman 84 cover. Like most comic collectors, I'm an Adam Hughes fan. So this was something I wanted to pick up. I only got 1 copy of this one, just because it wasn't Yara Flor on the cover, but still like Hughes. Picked it up anyway, thought it was cool. That's the grade. 9.8. Awesome. Love it. Great colors, great facial expression. Just love the cover there. I don't typically collect, or even more specifically, grade books like this where the cover doesn't exactly match the title. But I had to make an exception with the Hughes cover, and I'm glad I did. So I only bought one of these, and it ended up being a 9.8. Okay, last two. Let's see what this one is. This is the controversial Wonder Woman Annual number 4. So clearly I was on a Yara floor kick when I sent these in. This one's controversial because there's a child towards the end of the story, and that's supposed to be Yara Flor, possibly, maybe, who knows. So is this her first appearance? We don't really know, but it has some value in the market for those speculating that it is, so I thought, I've got one. It looks to be in good shape. I think it's a 9.8, so let's see what it gets. 9.8. Okay, good. So at least I have it. You can kind of see I'm not trying to corner the market per se on Wonder Woman here, but I'm just trying to cover all of my bases just in case it really takes off. So Wonder Woman Annual number 4. I think this has cooled off a little bit, but happy to have it in a 9.8. And I lied. I do have two more. Let's see here. Infinite Crisis 5. This is from 2006. Again, kind of, I think I was subscribing to Midtown at this time, so this might have come in with the subscription then, but these should be Jim Lee covers, if I remember, and just picking up some interest and some heat on some of the Blue Beetle stories and whatnot at the time, so I thought I would send it in and see what I would get for these. 9.8. Yeah. First appearance of the new Blue Beetle. So if you're speculating on that, this is a great book to have. Really great Jim Lee covers. For this one, George Perez and Jim Lee did the covers for this. They each did a cover for each issue. I think I bought just the Jim Lee covers and had the whole series, the complete series. So this was issue 5 of 7. Okay, last one. Come on, Future State. Oh, what's it gonna be? Oh, this is the other Green Lantern. Okay, so like I was saying, I bought 3 of these right off the stand. I picked the best one, sent it in for grading a year ago, got it back in a 9.8, put it up on eBay, and it sold like within 24 hours. And I had 2 as a backup and looked at them one more time and noticed that both were in a little bit better shape. I'm very curious to see if I hit 9.8 on all 3. Hopefully I did, and I did not. Well, that was anticlimactic. 9.6. 9.6 white pages. Again, first Kyle Rayner. So 2 out of the 3 were 9.8. That's fine. Very cool. All right. So that was my DC CGC unboxing spectacular. Hope you enjoyed that. That was kind of disappointing to starting off with the 9.0 and ending with the 9.6, but got some decent 9.8s in there for sure. So thanks for watching. Happy collecting. See you next time.